Guys, take a moment to deal with this. We survived.
It was a hell of a battle.
Not the battle. High school.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer premiered in March 1997. The show was an immediate hit, largely because creator Joss Whedon gave audiences something they'd never seen: a snarky, supernatural coming-of-age drama set in high school.
Now that was fun.
What I realized was the creator was given this ultimate freedom to just sort of tell the story his way, which is super rare. The network wasn't breathing down and trying to over-control. Everybody got to be in their creative realm and to do what they were meant to do.
Critics and audiences alike, they really were quick to realize that this wasn't just some freak of the week show. This was a show that had depth, that had layers, and had a really clear tone and voice that was unique to TV.
The show was really revolutionary for its time. It mixed genres, it was tongue-in-cheek, it was smart.
No weapon forged can stop me.
That was then. This is now.
What's that do?
Buffy was really built around this strong female character, but what the fans ultimately were drawn to, besides the mythology and this fantastical world, was how much it was really speaking to them.
It celebrates all these important things like being young, evolving, becoming yourself, having friends, the relationships you have with your family, defining yourself, what's your purpose. You're running from your purpose and then facing it. There's a lot of loyalty. I think it's all very positive.
Buffy, what is going on?
One of the great things about the show is that it really linked these real-world problems to supernatural storylines.
Mom, I'm a vampire slayer.
When Buffy finally admits to her mom that she is a slayer, it was very much like a kid coming out to her parents that they're gay.
Honey, are you sure you're a vampire slayer?
There's even a line that her mom says where, "Have you ever tried not being a slayer?"
I mean, have you tried not being a slayer?
Buffy's mother, Joyce Summers, was played by 42-year-old Christine Sutherland.
I think one of its biggest themes was that in the beginning, just in terms of maturity, the world was black and white, and what was evil and what was good was really clear. And as Buffy grew up, the world became much more gray.
Adulting is hard.
Yeah, yeah.
It's because you didn't have a strong father figure, isn't it? It's just fate, Mom. I'm the slayer. Accept it.
Buffy was also one of the first network shows to depict a romantic relationship between two female characters.
There definitely hadn't been a character that had been on a show from the beginning. Perhaps there was like, here's a special character that we're introducing, that's the gay character. But this was a character that was from the beginning, and you got to see the journey. So that, I think, was very groundbreaking.
Willow, I know it's late, but I thought maybe, if you still wanted to do something.
Willow had boyfriends, she dated Oz, but really nothing had clicked until she met Tara.
I'd have to be your anchor. Keep you on this plane. I trust you. It's not like anything that we've ever... I trust you.
Tara was played by 23-year-old Amber Benson.
This is Tara. Hi.
It was a beautiful relationship, and it wasn't gratuitous. It wasn't about two girls making out. It was about two people who both happened to identify as female, who fall in love. They were good to each other. They treated each other well. A normal relationship. You normalize it. You make it okay, because it is okay.
Yeah, the fact that it was such a really a non-issue was so great.
Exactly.
You know, and that's how it should be.
Come on, I want you to meet him.
Tara came into the narrative because I was like, how do you follow Seth Green? Well, she's in college, so maybe she finds a girlfriend.
If you wanted to try out some spells with it sometime, I wouldn't say no.
That was an important thing for people to see, but I wasn't thinking about them. As much as I wanted to make a feminist show, I really missed a lot of what was going to be important about the show. We just did it because we thought that was what you do.
Life goes by so fast. If you don't write stuff down, it just gets lost. And I want to remember. Done every last bagel. Down to every last everything I do with you.
We got a lot of letters. I think There were a lot of young people who felt very isolated, and to see two characters on a television show be accepted by a group of peers changed the game. We're saying that, like, if you find somebody to love, you're just lucky. It doesn't matter the gender, the sex, the whatever, you know. If you find somebody who gets you and you get them, you are so lucky.
I got so lost. I found you. I will always find you.
Relationships were always a part of the show, but when it came to Buffy, you were either Team Spike or Team Angel.
Where are they?
Spike was always the bad boy, but with Angel, he's a different kind of vampire. He's brooding and sexy and has some sensitivity.
I worry about you.
It was always about will they or won't they end up together.
I worry about you. I get a hard time for this because I have an opinion as Buffy, okay? I'm not picking between James and David, people. People ask me who I thought Buffy's ultimate, and so I get a lot of hate and a lot of death threats. And serious, like, I don't like answering this question.
Take the fifth. Take the fifth.
Wow. So what is it? There was something so beautiful about, to me, about the Buffy and Angel story. This is about Buffy and Angel.
Listen, I'm on the same page.
I adore James.
I'm a little upset right now.
But I just said, I said you. I said you. I picked you.
Where's the rose?
There's by the rose. I think that Spike understood a different part of who Buffy was, and I think she needed to understand that and discover that. But for me as Buffy, I think Angel. Not Sarah James David. Are you going to bed? In a minute.
You know, I'm split right down the middle. Because in terms of a long-term relationship, Spike's kind of your guy. You know, he actually went and got a soul because of her, and he was evolved in a different way.
You got your soul back.
It's what you wanted, right?
But Angel's Romeo.
I love you. I try not to, but I can't stop.
Me too. I can't either.
You can't argue with the one that that is the first, that is the most important. That's the grandest love story I will ever tell. You can't argue with that.
Maybe we shouldn't.